I recently got a new MacBook, and of course, like every normal person, I'm considering to, actually I'm not considering, I will make a perfect setup where I'm gonna remove my PC completely from my current setup. So what I got, and I think that currently it is a best buy if you want a keyboard which is quite a versatile. It is from Whatgeek. They call it Kebohub. It is a mechanical keyboard with a hub on it. The model is EE01. So let's unbox it and check out the features and how it will work with my MacBook M1 Pro. So let's go. Okay, so in the box we get a keyboard, of course. We have a user manual, a tool to remove the buttons, and we have on this keyboard Mac function keys are pre-installed, and you get a Windows keys if you are a Windows user, so you can just replace them easily to have a Windows key environment. I will leave it how it is because I plan to use it with my Mac. There are spare switches with tool to remove the switches and place the new ones. The first thing which I want to highlight regarding this keyboard is its design philosophy and quality. It really goes with a Mac. You can probably see that. I'm gonna quickly show you. It really goes well with that setup, and that's why I wanted to get it. Regarding quality, it really feels like high quality plastic. There is no flex at all when you get it in the hand. Really hard plastic. If you ever had those old keyboards from the past, you know, those which get yellow over time, this is it. It feels like that. It really feels sturdy and high quality. There is no annoying sounds when typing, so it is really how it should be. But the main feature of this keyboard is on the back side. Here we have USB-C, 3 USB 3.0 ports, HDMI port, 4K output on 60 FPS with HDR support. So we have a hub which is quite a versatile. I will show you what manuals say. So it is quite impressive. And the cable have two options. The cable is two USB-C ports. The main one, if you plug it in, you will have the manual say that hub keyboard can provide 1.8 amperes output current for USB-C 1 or USB A1. But if you plug in both cables, the hub keyboard can provide 1.5 amperes output current for both USB-C 1 and USB A1. So you will prefer to plug in both USB-C cables in your Mac if you want to use full power output for charging on your hub. Keep in mind that you will also need to have power adapter more than 60 watts, I guess, for your Mac if you want to get a full performance on your Mac and on your hub, just to be on the safe side. Okay, let's go through LED lighting features. The function key and up and down can decrease the brightness. You can change a flow direction left and right depending of the setting. It is a color change. The plus and minus button control speed of flow, which is quite nice. Here are some presets. there is a special way to set up a color palette of keys in any way you want. So let's say you want to light up the keys in a specific color and just a specific keys. So you first choose the key color. So let's say I will go red, and I want to do like this, and let's do a bit of white. Turn off these two, which I lighten up by mistake, and let's say like this. And here I have a custom color variation. You can set up this in any way you want. That is not a problem. And I want to show you RGB effect in the dark. Quite nice. Okay, I'm gonna set up quickly this. This is just, it is not final design of my setup. I plan to do a lot of things to make things beautiful. So consider subscribing if you want to see my evolution from PC to Mac. I really want this setup to be a cool dual monitor setup. So consider subscribing. But let's go further. Okay, this is a Mac. It is started up. We're gonna place the keyboard here. The power cable gonna go on this side. I will plug in both adapters. So the first thing which I want to try with a keyboard hub is my wireless mouse. So let's plug it in. Yeah, it works perfectly. In terms of typing, I did choose red switches, which feels quite nice. I wanted to be on the middle. Okay, I turned the backlight. All shortcuts work as intended, which is great. Okay, regarding that, so we have a hub working. I'm gonna test also my card reader. So let's plug in the card. And yes, we got a SD card visible. I'm not sure if you can see, but here it is. It works perfectly. That's great. Benefit of having an integrated hub on your keyboard is basically quite a simple philosophy. You can have your keyboard where it should be and your Mac on your stand or something like that. This is not really a representative setup, but let's say I have a setup on the left or right side and I have my keyboard here. I'm working, looking at my screen, and it is really beneficial and easier to have a hub here and plug in everything you want and just do work without need to grab your MacBook and connect and disconnect adapters, and in that way damage your Mac, because you know when the Mac is on the stand it can easily get damaged. I mean on the connectors. It is not really practical in that way. So when you have a full hub here, it is quite a nice thing to have like that. I have a 32-inch 40p I think monitor on 144 Hz, but it is working on 220 Hz. I know that this is not looking representative like this, but this is some work in progress. I am recent Mac user. Okay, we got HDMI connected, and voila, the screen is working. It looks perfect. Okay, when we go into the display, we see that the monitor is recognized perfectly. It say that resolution is 2560 by 4040, which is default resolution of this monitor. We have a refresh rate of 120 Hz, which is also good. So as far as I see, everything works perfectly. So this keyboard combines everything you need to set up your perfect, at least for me, your perfect setup with your Mac. So I'm considering to have my Mac like on the left side, my keyboard here, everything connected up directly from my keyboard, and my Mac won't have the weight of the cables on it, which is quite important thing for me. Overall, for the price, considering that if you ever want to buy a solid hub for your Mac, it will cost you usually more than a keyboard itself. By choosing keyboard from Whatgeek, you basically save money and get all-around solution, which is great to set up your Mac. I would like to hear your opinion about this keyboard. Personally, I think that it is perfect purchase for me. I really wanted to have a keyboard like this with my Mac. It is designed for Mac. Of course, you can use it with Windows, but it is completely compatible with both platforms. But it was my logical pick for a Mac because it have Mac buttons. You can use it for Windows and Mac, and the hub was obvious main choice for me because I really didn't want to have those ugly hubs around the table, and you need them usually when you use your Mac with a monitor and on stand. I hope you enjoyed watching, consider subscribing, and until next time, see ya.